I might regret this just because I'll have a lot of shoes that I need to put back. But someone put a really good question up the other day. If you could only pick one shoe to wear for an entire year, which would it be? I will add a caveat to this. This does not include the gym because that is totally separate. There's different needs from running versus if I'm just, lifestyle going around my everyday life. Different. So exclude the gym. Let's take the gym out of this. For me, it's probably not like the flashiest things or what people may think, but something to wear all year, right? And you can't be doing any cheating or anything. Which, like, random thought, I appreciated Fomer Simpson when he would just do like a real wear test on different models and colorways and just releases that came out. And then he gave us his feedback. So shout out to Fomer. Gotta give him his flowers there. All right, so some of these I picked up this year or I secured maybe even last year. One of them was from a brand. But let's get into it. Again, they're not always going to be flashy. But if I also had to be a little bit unbiased right now about what brand has just really done it for me all around, I have to take into account the weather sometimes, but it would be New Balance, right? So the 990 V5, I feel like that's a very easy one that many of us could throw on foot and it would go with so much. You can dress these up, you can dress them down, shorts, pants, joggers, cargo pants, denim, doesn't matter. These absolutely would get the job done for you. So I gotta shout them out. I can't leave out a 9060. The 9060 is still one of the best new silhouettes that we've gotten from anyone across the board. I will die on that hill. So having this pair, so many of you have commented too. You're just like, you know what? I had to run back and get this specific colorway for the 9060. I don't blame you one bit. Shout out to Subs who made sure that this was something that got added to the collection. Now, if we break apart from New Balance and you have endless options for that, let's just go with something that's really easy, right? You guys know I love a good forum. Doesn't need a collaboration to go with it, although a collab can certainly elevate it for me. But the Adidas Forum Low ADV, right? So this is meant to be the skate rendition for the Forum Low. Yes, I did a lace swap with the thicker rope laces, and to me, it really sets off this pair. I've done that with another Forum Low over here as well. Like the thick rope laces, pick them up from eBay. Cannot go wrong. You can throw this on with everything. Now, you guys know I'm a little bit biased, okay? If it's sale and it's white, there's a really good chance that I like the sneaker, and this one would go with everything. Also, I'm a sucker for any gum bottom. So, if there's a form and they want to come out with like a gum bottom and neutral colors, yeah, I'm probably going to be all over it and just really appreciate it. So, we've got New Balance. We got some forums in here. This one, I don't know if you're old school or new school, but you guys should know I reach for this pair a lot. So this is the new school. Of course, it's not really like new. They just brought it back out. I love the chunkier, the profile of it. This pillowy tongue that sits like right atop of your foot. It's just great. And these, I remember these had a moment where you really couldn't get them if you were in a, higher men's sizing. So don't really have that issue now. You can certainly run to like a local Vans or just go onto Vans' website. They have great shipping, great return and exchange policies. But I think the new school is something I could certainly see myself wearing all year round. And that's actually one I possibly could wear in the gym as well. So you know what? It could break that rule. So I've touched on some other models I haven't hit on Jordan or Nike. Even though this one is going to be a little bit more loud than the other ones, I truly believe you can get away with the Air Max 1 and the OG red and white and gray that's thrown in there to wear with any and everything. Now, this is the big bubble, and some people didn't care for that. This is still one of the best releases to me for 2023. Some people didn't care for it, and then we had the Obsidian pair. But in my opinion, you can do so much. This does it. And you would think red and white, that's super loud. There's no way it goes with everything. It does. And I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy when you think that, like, the Chicago one, or this is the Reimagined Lost and Found. I'm not crazy to think that the Chicago one goes with everything, right? Like a close friend said she'd have worn hers for weeks straight. She was glad she doubled up because she found herself reaching for these every single day. And I don't blame her. Like, this is one that I would actually double up on. Or this is the men's pair, and it was executed well. I didn't hear anything bad, actually, about grade school pairs for this. So, again, they seem to get ones better than they get some other models. But for the Chicago color blocking, the colorway itself, even though it's red and white, again, that's pretty bold. It still goes with everything. I don't know how they do that, but I can see this going with so much within my closet and wardrobe. So, this would have to be one, but you know what? There's a pair, if we're talking Jordan, that would deserve a nod for me to wear all the time. And you guys know which one it's going to be. the vintage washed t-shirts, what I called it, right here, aka the washed black Air Jordan 1 with the sail lace swap. And this was the lace option that should have come with the shoe itself. I will stand by that. We didn't get that, but honestly, just head to eBay and type in Jordan 1 flat laces sale, and you will find different sellers that have them. But what's so nice about also a washed vintage tee? It goes with everything. And yes, you can dress it up and you can dress it down. You can do whatever. But it is that aesthetic that it's not really like that true darker saturated black anymore. That hits home and it gives you the aesthetic that you want. So I could pick any number of other pairs. I mean, like the Air Max 97 all white, one of my favorite pairs ever. So I would love for you to comment below. It could be based on anything that's in my collection, anything based on your collection. If you had to pick only one pair to wear for the entire year, no, I'm not saying that you gotta get rid of your whole collection. I'm not getting rid of my whole collection, even though I've been giving away a lot of pairs, but just a fun question to pose to you guys. I am on the road right now when this comes out, traveling, just really enjoying myself with the New Balance in California. So I'll do my best to try to vlog some of that if I can and get that video up. I really appreciate you guys tuning into any video. Hopefully you have better luck than I did on the Air Jordan 12 Cherry and GS. If you didn't check that video out, please do. And maybe this will lead to smaller sizes sitting a little bit more if we know what we're going to get. Women already let that happen, and I think it's because we have a little bit more better discernment. All right? I appreciate you tuning in. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.